All right, so you got your P365. Finally, you waited in line. You sold a kidney, whatever. You got your P365 finally, but you need to carry it. You don't want to just put this in your waistband. You need a holster. Please just stop, take a minute, take a breather, because if you don't, you're going to end up with a drawer full of holsters. Trust me, I know, before you find a good one. So take a look at Tulster and their new P365 holster. Welcome to the channel. My name is Heckshot, and thank you guys for joining us. And I'm going to tell you everything about this holster. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy this. If you're new to the channel, you got to be familiar with Tulster. We've been working with these guys a long time. Thousands and thousands of you guys have bought from Tulster using our discount code, and you guys love them. We love them, and I'm going to tell you everything about it here today. Like I said, you will end up with a lot of holsters trying to find ones you like. Fortunately, this company contacted me very early in my concealed carry career. I know that drives people nuts when I say that, but in my concealed carry career, I would have had a drawer full of holsters just to find one I actually like. And I'm going to tell you all the benefits and advantages to this one. Now, the disclaimer, the P365, it still has some bugs and things that need to be worked out. Assuming that yours is one of the ones that has all of those kinks worked out, then you should be good to go to carry and all that. You just want to make sure, because this gun has had some bugs. Now, when Tulster sent me the holster for this thing, they actually sent me the holster before the gun. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way it can be this small. I mean, the gun holds 10 rounds. This must be like a Glock 43 or something. Not even close. This thing overall is a small package, and that's the idea. Keep your package small. You don't want a small gun and a lot of holsters. So basically what you have is a very minimal design. They cut edges and parts of the holster off that you don't need, and that's a nice thing. You'll come to appreciate that whenever you start carrying all day, every day. So minimal design, starting around the edges here. All right, you have a nice little cutout there. So if you've ever thought about trying appendix carry, this is going to be nice, because that little bit of extra holster that they've cut off there, or the material they've cut off, won't dig into your skin. I carry inside the waistband because I'm too fluffy around the waistband to carry appendix, and these things work great for that as well. And also that gives you the benefit of not digging into your thigh. All the way around, your corners, edges are all nicely buffed. This is all CNC machined, but they still do the hand buffing around the edges, which gives it a nice little touch. Opening down here, so all the lint and all the crap, can fall right through. Coming around here, you will notice that you have a full sweat shield. Okay, so that's going to keep the gun off of your skin. Undercut in the trigger guard, so as you're pulling the gun out of your pants like that, you already have a full grip. It's very important. And also, one thing that's kind of a little bit of a controversy between people that carry is uncovered or covered magazine release. Here's why I like it uncovered. Once you put a round into the gun, we'll just do it here really quick. Obviously, we're going to be safe about it. All right, you put a round into the gun. You put this into your pants. You want to top it off. You release the magazine release. Put another round in. Put the magazine into the gun. The gun is holstered. It's safe. You top it off. You're good to go. People have asked me time and time again, can't you just hit this when it's inside the waistband? And isn't it just going to come off? And I'm showing you something right here that you can bang on the side of the holster as much as you want. And no, the magazine release is not going to just pop out. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so this side is up against your skin, right? So nothing can really hit on this side as it's up against your pants. There's just nothing that can really actuate that. Not to say that it's never happened to anybody, but it's been a non-issue for us. High guard here for your sights, so if you have high night sights or anything like that, no worries there, because you do have that high guard right there. So it's gonna not only protect your sights, but it'll keep you from banging the inside of the holster. One thing with holsters, Kydex holsters in particular, is that you're going to get, the idea is you're going to get some wear, but you want to keep the wear and especially the drag down. So what I mean by drag is when you pull this out, you don't want any extra, anything on the inside of the holster creating a drag point, because not only is that going to scratch the gun up, it's just not efficient. So what they've done sometimes with Kydex holsters is you'll notice the outside of the Kydex looks exactly like the gun. That looks cool, and I thought that always was cool, and it was kind of a good idea. The problem with that is that it actually creates drag points on the gun, and that's not something you want. So what Tulster does is they put all of the retention right there in the trigger guard. That's where most holsters are anyways, but that's where all the retention, that's the most important place it needs to be, and that's where they put it, and it creates a very clean, low drag design. Now, one of the awesome things about Tulster, I'm going to take the loaded mag out here. Always want to make sure that we're clear, but one of the awesome things about Tulster is the fact that you can adjust the cant on these. So by just undoing this one screw, it comes standard with an 1.5 inch clip, or you can get 2 of the soft loops if that's something that you prefer. But you just rotate that, and now you have those little minor adjustments that you can make either towards you where the gun is kind of pointed this way, or back this way if you want it a little bit, you know, behind you, you know, in a sense, or if you're carrying appendix, if you want it kind of one way or the other. Awesome feature on this. The only thing you want to make sure, and they actually do send you red Loctite, just whenever you get it in a position where you want it, put some red Loctite on the screws and you'll be good to go. So that can adjustment is anywhere from 0 to 15 degrees. And you'll also see how I have mine positioned. So whenever I'm wearing this, it's kind of sitting a little bit forward. And that just keeps the magazine from poking me in my fat. And it's an amazing thing. I mean, if you have a little bit of fluff around the waistband, you're going to really appreciate that clip right there and being able to adjust that. But same idea on the magazine carrier. All right, you can adjust that 0 to 15 degrees. Just an awesome design. Now, if you guys have any, I know I might get a question on which universal mag carrier this is that fits the P365. This one is the 9 and 40 double stack. Even though it's not a true double stack, this is the carrier that works for it. I got it a little bit loose, but you can tighten that up if you want to. I just like where it's at right there because the magazine is so short that when I have it inside the waistband, there's not really a lot to grab onto. So if I have it too tight, it's going to be kind of tough getting it out of there. So I have it a little bit looser so I can get that thing right out. And you have your index point right there. So it makes it very easy to just get that out of there. If you haven't watched our video on the universal mag carrier, I will leave the link down below. These things are amazing and they will save you a lot of money. But I like to carry mine outside the waistband. That's something nice with these two. You can adjust them inside or outside the waistband, whatever you prefer. And then the opening, again, for lint, any kind of debris can just fall through right there. That's why they leave that open. And again, with the mag carrier, they take away the extra material where it is not needed. So I've been carrying with Tulster a long time. I've carried, you know, several guns. I mean, multiple models in a Tulster holster. And one of the nice things is because you don't have any kind of extra material or like, you know, especially leather with me and any kind of suede, that causes me to sweat. We're in a hot climate here, and any extra material on my body, I can't stand it. This is nice because it doesn't cause you to sweat. It's a really nice material that doesn't absorb any moisture. It just kind of keeps everything away from you, and it's just not too much. That's one, you know, until I started carrying Tulster and also got a good gun belt. There's a bunch of models out there. We like Core Essentials. I'll leave that link down below if you want to check them out. But the combination of the two just makes all the difference. So where I was really big on single stacks and I still am big on single stacks for everyday carry, but it allows you to carry something even bigger if you want to because it makes such a difference. But the P365 carrying this gun, it's basically like carrying a Glock 43 except you have 4 more rounds. It's unfortunate they've had some issues. It seems like they're slowly working through these issues, but once you get one, you know, that's working, this one has been working for us perfectly. So that's all I can tell you as far as right now. We did have some of the drag mark issues, just kind of a little update. We did have some of those drag mark issues with the brass, but overall we've just had a great time with the gun. It's done amazing for us. So carrying the P365 and a Tulster holster, that's my recommendation. Of course, there's a lot of great holsters out there. This is our choice, and if you want to pick one of these up, 15% off. Make sure you use the discount code HEG87 and save yourself some money, and you'll also support our channel at the same time. So it is a great thing. Please, if you have a Tulster holster, leave a review down below. Leave a review over on Tulster's website. We always appreciate that, and we always want to hear what you guys have to say. But there's been so many people that have left us amazing comments on these. I am a full believer, and have been for a long time, in Tulster. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one, and as always, hold them down.